Hey, I'm Adam. We do daily devotionals for busy Christians, so let's cannonball right into this thing. It's March 5th, and we're talking about letting go and how it feels impossible. Matthew 19:21 says, quote, Jesus said to him, if you want to be perfect, go sell what you have and give to the poor, and you will have treasure in heaven, and come follow me, end quote. The conversation that changed everything. He came running. You could see the desperation in his eyes. You could hear the breathlessness in his voice. Teacher, what good thing must I do to have eternal life? This wasn't a casual question. It was the kind of question that you ask when you've spent way too many sleepless nights wrestling with something deep inside. This young man, he had everything. He had wealth, status, influence, but still something felt incomplete. And Jesus, in the way that he always did, saw straight into his heart. Sell everything, he said. Give it to the poor, then come follow me. Man, those words must have hit like a thunderclap. Give up everything? The young man looked down, hands curled into a fist. He had come searching for an answer, but not this one. Not one that asked for his security and his comfort and his identity. And so, with a heavy heart, he walked away. How many of us have stood in that same spot? Maybe we don't have great wealth, but we all have something we're afraid to release. We all come to Jesus hoping for an easy answer, only to realize that following him means surrendering more than we'd ever expected. The engagement moment. Let me ask you, what's too precious to surrender? Let's be honest. We all have something that we don't want to let go of. Maybe it's money, maybe it's something deeper, a relationship, a dream, control over your future. A lot of times we tell ourselves, Jesus can have my Sunday, and my prayers, my devotion, but this one thing, this important thing, I'd like to keep. Because what if letting go means losing ourselves? But here's the real question. Is what you're holding on to actually holding on to you? The truth is surrender. The truth is, surrender isn't just about sacrifice, it's about trust. Jesus wasn't trying to take something from the young man, he was trying to free him. Free him from the illusion that his wealth could fulfill him. Free him to experience the radical, all-consuming joy of walking with God. Imagine for a moment how different this young man's life could have been if he had said yes. Imagine him stepping into a life of freedom, adventure, and faith instead of walking away in sorrow. That same invitation is open to us. The question is, will we take it? And that's the heart of surrender. It's not just about giving something up. It's about gaining something much greater. Peace, purpose, and a deeper relationship with Christ. A trade worth making. Peter, James, and John left their fishing nests on the shore. Matthew walked away from his tax collector's booth, and again, Jesus invited people to trade the temporary for the eternal. And those who said yes, they gained more than they ever imagined. But let's talk about what that surrender looks like in real life. It's not always a dramatic, once-in-a-lifetime moment. Sometimes surrender is a daily choice. It's waking up every morning and saying, Jesus, I trust you more than my own plans. Think back to a friend of mine who once told me with tears in her eyes about giving up a dream that she had clung on to for years. It was painful, it was gut-wrenching even. But looking back, she saw the beauty in it. I didn't lose myself, she said. I found Jesus in a way that I never thought of before. Surrender's not a loss. It's an exchange. When we let go, we're not left empty-handed. God fills that space with something far greater, more of himself. So now, the question comes to you. What are you clinging to? What's Jesus gently asking you to lay down so we can take his hand instead? Maybe it's time to stop holding back. Maybe it's time to trust that whatever we release, God will replace with something infinitely better, more of himself. He's calling. Are we ready to follow? Hey, let me ask you a favor. Christian content can be hard to get out there on social media, so every like, share, and comment truly helps spread the word and is deeply appreciated. Let's encourage one another. Drop a prayer request or a word of encouragement below. And if this message spoke to you today, share it with someone who may need to hear it as well. You never know how God might use it to encourage another's heart. My name is Adam. Thanks so much for spending some time here with me. As always, my friend, onward, and God bless you.